record a little demo and see if we can pull this off. So here's Logic Pro. I'm going to put it on the screen. I'm going to say a new project from nothing. Okay, and I'm saying audio. There's my device, which is a Scarlett, and there's my input that I'm going to use. And you should be hearing me talking through that because the mic's right next to me. Okay, and I'll turn off our monitoring a little bit here because I don't want to double back on myself. Okay, so I'm going to now just start a little track, and I'm just going to push R on my keyboard and just say do 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 do. Okay, I just made that up. I didn't even have a reference pitch, and we're going to just see what happens. Okay. First off, I'm going to make it bigger just so we have a good look at this track here. Okay, so that's on the wide here. This is length, so we can actually see what that is. Now I'm going up here to this lovely little bow tie, which is flex time, and I'm turning it on. Now it defaults to monophonic, but what you want to do is click here and say flex pitch. And now it's going to analyze everything, and there's my pitches. Do 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 do. Okay, let's make it even bigger so Cathy can see everything I'm doing here. And this, you can drive yourself crazy doing this, but now if I hover over any of my pitches, it's telling me how in tune or not it is. Okay, boy, you could go crazy here. There are 6 buttons. Okay, the one you're probably the most concerned with is fine pitch. Now notice it says 10, okay? I'm going to see if I can make it even a little bit bigger. There we go. It makes it easier to see what I'm doing here. So I am going to now pull down until it says 0, and that means I'm in tune to whatever note I tried to hit. This one says 14, and I'm going to now pull down on that. But we'll hover over other ones and see, look, I'm 9 off there, 13 off here. I'm negative 44 here. So I would actually go the other direction and push up until I get to 0 of my pitch. Because I'm freestyling. So let's just hear what we got. Do 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 do. Now it sounds in tune with itself, but this is not really happening. So we're going to see how this is. It's also got a black line here, which is saying you haven't filled this up all the way, but I'm getting there now. And now there's my low note. And see, I can go even further here. And say, let's go down. There we go. So we've do 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 do. Yeah. All right. So now I've tuned the notes that I was concerned about. Though I can go back in here and tune any one. Sometimes having a little drift in between is what's happening, and you can actually control the bend of the note, which is so you can see that happening here. I can change the drift. In this case, it's a format shift, which means I can make it sound like a girl or a guy or something else like that. This is vibrato. I can control that, and I can actually make one note louder or softer than the others. If I blew it in a vocal, I said one came out too big, I can fix that. And here's the pitch drift on the way in. Okay, but this is probably where you'll live, right here in the middle button. So again, let's review. We went to flex time here. We went to the bow tie, and then this showed up as monophonic at first. That's the sort of the default. Okay, but we wanted to go to flex pitch, and then it will show it like this. Again, I made my screen really big so it's easier to work, and you could see your vocal here. And there we have it. So one more thing that we're going to do is we talked about applying different sounds here. So I'm going to my file drawer up here, hitting on voice, and I'm going to say, let's go for our tracking vocal. And now it's immediately going to give me a little bit of verb and a little bit of color. Do 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 do. And I can control that amount of verb here by buses. So I'm going to turn it up so it'll crank. Do 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 do. Or I can turn it down and say, let's try the other verb and see if we like that better, because one's probably a plate. So do 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 do. Okay, and then I can get into the compressor by double clicking here. Here's the part we didn't deal with the other day, and I think you should know this. We were dealing with different types of compressors from the manual preset, but underneath this are presets for vocals. So you can experiment with these till you find ones that work for you. So I'm going to say natural vocal, and it's already set by thresholds and attacks. I'll move this out of the way a little bit. And then you can experiment with do 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 do. I think that gives me a little more zip on the front end of it. Again, and you could try them all and just keep going through until you go, ooh, I really like that one. I think that's my sound. And and there you go. And they're presets. They're all under here. So whenever you open any of these things, there are presets. So I'm going to the EQ, and I'm going to here, and I'm looking for presets for voice. And there they all are. So Logic has that all built in for you, which makes it very easy to get somewhere quickly when you're tracking by yourself. And that's today's lesson for Cathy Siegel Garcia.